Hey guys, this is Saurabh from Allbot Technologies, and in this video let's compare the cameras of Redmi Note 7 Pro and Realme 3 Pro to see which one performs better in all the scenarios. Also, I'm doing this comparison after the recent updates that both the devices have received, so do hit the like button if you appreciate that. Without wasting much time, let's begin. Let's start with the camera specs of Realme 3 Pro. It comes with a dual camera setup, of which the primary camera is a 16 megapixel one with f1.7 aperture, and it has got IMX519 sensor. The secondary camera here is a 5 megapixel one with f2.4 aperture, and the front camera is a 25 megapixel one with f2.0 aperture. Redmi Note 7 Pro on the other hand comes with a 48 megapixel primary camera with f1.8 aperture and IMX586 sensor that you get to see on flagships like OnePlus 7 Pro. The secondary camera is a 5 megapixel one with f2.4 aperture, and lastly the front camera is a 13 megapixel camera. Now, in terms of UI, both of them have very similar UI, but to be honest, I like the UI of Realme just because it keeps the three of the main features in front of you, which is photo, video and portrait, and rest of them hidden here. Whereas on Redmi Note 7 Pro, it looks too crowded and you have to swipe a lot to reach to the Pro mode. Anyways, which one you liked, let me know that in the comment section. In terms of Pro mode, there's nothing exciting here, so let's move ahead. Starting with the daylight shots, both did a good job, but I did like the sharpness and contrast of Redmi Note 7 Pro slightly compared to Realme 3 Pro. Also, in some situations, Realme tends to saturate the images a bit more than what I like, so keep a note of that. Redmi Note 7 Pro also failed to get the colors right at times, like in this particular image, so hope both the companies will fix these small issues. In terms of dynamic range, Realme 3 Pro is surely better. As you can see, the shadow area is better in the Realme images. But look at the color of the sky and trees, it looks unrealistic. Now, there is an actual 48 megapixel sensor on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, whereas Realme 3 Pro produces 64 megapixel images based on software. Now, images from Redmi Note 7 Pro had more detail when compared side by side. Here you can see the lines present on the buildings is clearly visible in the images from Redmi Note 7 Pro, and even in the next image you can see the text is readable from the images of Redmi Note 7 Pro. Overall, Redmi Note 7 Pro did a good job, but I feel very few people will use this feature because it takes 4 to 5 seconds on both the devices, so normal mode is the way to go. In low light scenario, both did a good job compared to a lot of phones in this range, and it was difficult to pick one because both were very similar, and both the devices, they also come with night mode, so you can use that to get better pictures in night. In terms of portraits, I like the colors of Redmi Note 7 Pro, as Realme at times got the colors wrong, and not just that, it oversaturates the images. So here the color of my t-shirt is better on the Redmi image, whereas it's completely wrong on the image taken from Realme 3 Pro. Not just that, face looks quite soft in the Realme images, and guys, there is no beauty mode in portrait images, but still. By default, the blur of Realme 3 Pro images is more compared to Redmi, but you can change that after clicking the images in Redmi Note 7 Pro from gallery, so that's a good thing about the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Next, let's take a look at the selfies, which a lot of people love to click, excluding me. Yeah, I hate it, especially in this summer season. In normal selfies, Realme 3 Pro did a good job with sharpness and detail compared to Redmi Note 7 Pro, but to be honest, it gets the colors wrong. Look at the leaves behind me, it looks so fake, and even the color of my t-shirt is different from what it looks here. Also, once it made me look like this and I wasn't even angry at that moment, then why so red? Okay, sorry for that bad joke, but yeah, I hope Realme will do something about the colors. In terms of dynamic range, there is an option for HDR on both the devices, but it is pretty much useless on the Redmi Note 7 Pro because the highlights is just blown out in the images of Redmi Note 7 Pro. In terms of portrait selfies, I felt Redmi Note 7 Pro images had slightly more detail, but overall, to be honest, both the devices did a good job with the portrait selfies. Next, let's take a look at the videos from both the devices, and guys, we will start with the front-facing camera videos. So take a look at them. 7 Pro and the Realme 3. Redmi Note 7 Pro is on the left, Realme 3 Pro is on the right. Let me know which one is better when it comes to stabilization. I'm walking right now. Also, let me know which one is better when it comes to audio quality and video quality according to you guys. And yeah, this is how the exposure control is on both the devices. I mean, you can see that right now, and Let me know which one is better according to you. Both the devices can only shoot up 1080p videos, which is completely fine for a budget device, and I got a notification. But yeah. And now in terms of rear camera videos, both can shoot 4K videos, but as I've mentioned in my Redmi Note 7S versus 7 Pro camera comparison, the Redmi Note 7 Pro videos are not smooth and you can see that it is missing few frames. So keep a note of that. So on both the devices and how both the devices adjust the exposure. I can see a little bit of lag in the preview of the Redmi Note 7 Pro, whereas it is quite smooth on the Realme 3 Pro. And let's try to focus on the flowers which are present over here on the front. So yeah, let's try to focus with the Realme 3 Pro. Seems like it is not gonna focus. Okay, feels like it's difficult for them to focus. Okay, so the focusing is good on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Now let's try it. And even the Realme 3 Pro is doing a good job. So the focusing is good on both the devices. But yeah, I can see lag in the preview of Redmi Note 7 Pro. Let me know how is the audio quality and also the video quality. Which one is better according to you guys? Let me know that in the comment section. Hey guys, so this video is being shot with the rear cameras of the Redmi Note 7 Pro and the Realme 3 Pro. Let me know which one is better in terms of stabilization. My friend is walking in the wrong direction. There is a tree coming up right behind you, so let's just go this side. Let me know which one is better in terms of stabilization, audio quality as well as the video quality. Both the devices can shoot only up to 4K 30 FPS, no 60 FPS, so yeah, let me know which one is better. Fine. So guys, that was a full camera comparison between the Realme 3 Pro and the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Overall, which one you like, please let me know that in the comment section, and which one will you buy if you had to buy one. Please let me know that. Also, do give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate my efforts. If you are new here, then hit that subscribe button, click that bell icon to get notified about more such amazing videos. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more such tech updates. That's it guys, this is Saurabh Nahar. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.